Hey guys, it's Andrew of the Avalon Legacy, back again with another binder video, first of the year, this year. As you can see, I have this amazing Heart Gold Soul Silver binder, 3-ring binder. I forget where this came from, I think it was Organized Play. Yes, as the back shows. I am so glad to have this. So it's by my favorite artist, Kawayoo, who started in Rising Rivals, which is my favorite set of all time. And he also was contracted, to do the pack art for the Heart Gold Soul Silver series. And I have sealed blister packs of all 4 pack arts of all 4 of those sets, which is freaking sick that I have those. And I love that I have this. I bought the only one they had on eBay. Forget when. I think it was like 2 years ago. Maybe a year and a half. I don't know. So I've had this for a little while. And it was like 90 bucks. I think it was from Canada. But I'm very glad to have it because it's freaking sick. And Kawayoo's my favorite artist, as you can tell from this. You're going to tell from this video. I don't have every card. I'm still working on getting all the cards from him. And I'm only collecting one of each art. I'm not collecting every like regular reverse, every printing of cards by him. I just want one of each art. And then I have, you'll see obviously in the video, but I want to get like the best version of every art. So like I have like stitch crosshatch foils of certain ones. I have like stamped versions, blah blah blah. So we'll get right into it. So first page, I have my favorite card by Kawayoo because it is my favorite Pokemon Gallade. And I have 9 hollow. Sorry for the glare, it'll get better once I put it in the middle, but I have 9 hollow and I'm gonna get 9 reverse. I only have 5 right now. I still need 4 more. I'll talk about that more when I get to it. But here is let me make sure I get this, good. And then we're gonna move this a little bit over. Make sure nothing falls. Oh my god. All right, there we go. All right, I think we're good. Okay, so Rising Rivals is what started with Kawayoo. My favorite set of all time. Mainly because Gallade Love Lex came out in it, and that was just Gallade's first ultra rare card. But then, you got Kawayoo debuting with these 3 cards. I think the Nidorina was the first one I ever pulled by him. And you also have the Rotom secret rare cards of each of the Rotom's forms. Rotom's my 3rd favorite Pokemon, so that was a big deal. Ironically, I am a shiny collector, and there's no shinies in Rising Rivals, but there isn't every other Platinum series set, so that's kind of funny. I love the Rayquaza from Supreme Victors. It's one of my favorites, even to this day. Like, it's gorgeous. So, Kawayoo illustrated all the Champions Pokemon with Cynthia. So I have the Crosshatch Melodic down here. And obviously, I'll take out some of these and showcase some more, because the whole video's about him and his cards. So we got this sick Rayquaza. Very good. Freaking awesome. This is the first, like, big banger card that he did, in my opinion. Like, the Walreign's great. That was technically his first card he ever... Well, I don't know which one he drew first, but this is first in set order. So, and everything is in set order in this binder. Then the Melodic, the hollow on these. I love the crosshatch foil. I wish they would bring it back. You got the Pokeball stamp there, too. Yeah, that is gorgeous. There's also a Cosmos foil version from the theme deck of that Melodic. And then, so going over here, we got more Cynthia's Pokemon. We do have the Dark Arceus, which is freaking sick. I believe I pulled this from my booster box. The Platinum Arceus booster box, or set, was the first booster box. The first full booster box I ever opened for Pokemon cards. On Christmas, I got it from my parents. From my childhood card shop, Omni. Yeah, really sick. I love the ripples on there. Yeah, very good. And then, starting in the Heart Gold Soul Silver series, you got the Feraligatr, which is sick. And you got the whole line. So I go like this. I go across, so this is the order. So this is starting Arceus. That's the Arceus Secret Rare. The Luxray's sick. I love that. That's one of my favorite arts by him. And then you got, the whole line, Totodile line. You got the Crosshatch Crobat when they switched to the Play Pokemon stamp instead of just a Pokeball. That looks nice. I love the sunset in the background there. Really cool. This was kind of the start of me liking Crobat when this card came out, because I actually didn't like Crobat. Yeah, bats are my favorite animal, but when Crobat came out, I didn't like the Zubat line at all. Like, Crobat looked really ugly in Gen 2, in my opinion. But then this card came out, I was like, oh, he actually looks pretty cool. And then the first time I ever used Crobat, like, in a Pokemon game was Legends Arceus, which is so funny that it was that late. Then we got the Zubat down here. Honchkro's pretty sick. I like the Flareon. That Houndour, the colors on the Houndour are really nice. And then Marowak is from Triumphant. So, you know, Heartgoals was over Unleashed, Undaunted, Triumphant. Then we got Call of Legends. He did the Feraligatr and the Crocodile, but not the Totodile, because those were promos in Japan, so they just used Sugimori art. There's a Flareon from Call of Legends. And then we start getting to Black and White. We got the Scolipede from the theme deck with the shattered foil there. We got the Crosshatch Unpheasant with the stamp up in the corner of the artwork frame now instead of in the body, the text. Conkeldurr, blah, blah, blah. Electros is cool. Cofagrigus, two of my favorite black and white Pokemon. That's the shattered foil from the theme deck as well. The infamous Garbodor with Garbotoxin. Very broken ability competitively. Dino, which is my favorite. Or Dino. It's technically Dino. My favorite pseudo-legendary line. And my favorite Dragon-type Pokemon when he evolves. The first Druddigon card that he did, this is from Dragon Selection. Kawayoo's drawn Druddigon 3 times. I don't know why they keep giving him Druddigon cards. He's probably my least favorite dragon. I do not like him. And they've given Kawayoo 3 cards for him. It's crazy. This infamous Dusknoir, that's a really good ability on that as well. There's the Gallade from Plasma Storm. I traded for this. I actually forgot about this. I was just looking at my videos, going down memory lane a little bit. I've traded for this at my first ever pre-release, which was for Plasma Storm that I ever went to. And it's my favorite Kawayoo card. Obviously, it's my favorite Pokemon. Just when this was revealed, the world stopped and I was just like ecstatic the whole day. I could not think about anything else. Like, Kawayoo illustrated a Gallade. Like, it was insane. And I just love it. It's one of my top 10 cards of all time. It is my favorite Gallade card, like, blah, blah, blah. Yes, actually, I think my favorite Gallade card is actually the Gallade with Wally, Secret Rare from Cosmic Eclipse. This is my second favorite, though, for sure. Then we got Sceptile, who's one of my favorite starters. Crawdadly, my favorite fossil Pokemon. That was sick when that was revealed. Suicune, which is cool. You got this story of cards from Legendary Treasures. So the Trubbish is like, he's like lonely, I guess, kind of. Yeah, in the trash. What's that called? Garbage pit. Garbage. Oh my god, what is that called? Just like trash pit. I can't think of what that's called. Garbage dump. Oh my god. But then he meets Fion and he's like, oh, what's that? And there's, the Wingull are like leading him to the Fion. And then the Fion shows him Empoleon, who's like surfing or diving through the water. That's cute. Really good story art there. And we got Gothitelle and Meloetta. Those are both from Legendary Treasures as well. Those are alt arts, technically, because they're reprints of older black and white cards, but with different art. Then we got a promo Haxorus. I think that's the first promo he did. Yes. Yeah, so this is the first promo that he ever did. So it has the Cosmos foil, because they were doing that. It's very subtle, but they started doing that in black and white again, which is really cool. Okay, and then next we have one of only 2 Japanese exclusive Kawayoo cards. This is the Thundurus from the Everyone's Exciting Battle set. There was like a Pikachu deck. I think there was like a Victini deck and a Cobalion deck. No, there were 6 foil cards, yeah. It was the 3 Swords of Justice, Pikachu, Victini, and I forget the last one. But yeah, really cool. He's my favorite of the 3 Forces of Nature, too. And then we got Lunatone and Solrock. Only Solrock got the Pokemon League 4th place thing. I think there was 1 through 4th place, but I bought the 4th place one because it was the cheapest. We got more random Pokemon. The Hitmontop with the Electabuzz is pretty cool. That's from Furious Fists. They did a lot of cards like that where it was like 2 Pokemon fighting. Then you got Tornadus. I don't think he's illustrated a Landorus, if I remember right. He only did those 2. Regigigas, which is really cool. I love the Reggies. I wish he would do the other 3. The other 5, I mean. But pretty cool. He's like holding on to like the root sign from Kalos. It's kind of cool. Ludicolo, we got the Ancient Trait right there. I think he did one other Ancient Trait. We got the Team Aqua, 2 Team Aqua cards. We got Deoxys. I love that one. I wish this was an Ancient Trait card. I really think they should have made it an Ancient Trait because Deoxys is pretty important for Gen 3, but whatever. The Dragonite, really cute down there. Then this spread's one of my favorites. I love the Zekrom, which was a Japanese deck exclusive card, which was non-holo, but they made it a holo in Roaring Skies, which is really cool. The Golurk is sick. I actually want to get the reverse of that. I still need that. That's on my list of cards to get. The Zoroark up here, that's an iconic card. The ability is really good. So is the attack. We got the Meganium reverse. This is when they stopped doing the crosshatch and started just doing reverses with the League stamp. I like that. It's pretty cool. He's never illustrated a Typhlosion, unfortunately. That's unfortunate. That's a missed opportunity. I don't think he has. Yeah, he definitely hasn't. I would remember if he did. So he's done the other 2 Johto starters, but not that. I love this Honedge. Very symmetrical, and Honedge is my favorite line, Evo line from Gen 6. White Kyurem's pretty cool, even though I think White Kyurem's pretty ugly design. This Aerodactyl's sick, actually. I just want to take this out because he's like overlooking one of the like cities from like this is Fates Collide, so it's one of the like ancient cities. Really cool. Actually, there's some modern stuff in there. Oh, it's like I think it's the converging of the modern and the ancient cities or whatever. Look up the lore of the Break era if you are confused of what I'm talking about, because it's really cool. There's the second Druddigon. Awful. Heliolisk, another promo with like the smooth Cosmos foil, which does not look as good as the traditional Cosmos. Same thing with this Umbreon. This is a really expensive Japanese promo that they just put in a blister pack in English. It has a lot of foil. But again, it's the smooth Galaxy foil, so it doesn't look as good. But I still love this card because it's Umbreon. This will not be the first time Kawayoo illustrated Umbreon, I will tell you that. It's very convenient. He illustrated my favorite evolution. And then we got, obviously, the two big ones right here, the Darkrai and the Blastoise from the 20th anniversary celebrations boxes. This is gorgeous. I love Darkrai. He's really cool. The Darkrai movie is one of my favorite Pokemon movies. And then we got the Blastoise, of course. I actually have 2 of these. That's a repeating pattern because I usually get one for my Kawayoo collection and one for my Ultra Rare binder. So you'll hear me say that a lot. And be jealous. I love this too because Vaporeon's my favorite of the original 3 evolutions. And Gyarados is one of my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon. So like, yeah, that's just really good. I get a sip of water real quick while I turn the page. Alright, and then we got the White Kyurem with the Fates Collide pre-release stamp. We got the Black Kyurem, which is cool. He did both. This is from a blister pack for Evolutions, so it has the smooth Cosmos foil. Then we got more generic Pokemon. It always starts with like kind of generic Pokemon, then he usually just builds up to crazier Pokemon later in the eras. This Charmeleon is the web foil from like Sun and Moon. That's pretty cool. That was exclusive to the Charizard GX Premium Collection or whatever. They came with the Full Art Charizard. This Electivire is from the, oh my god, what are they called? Battle Stadiums. So that's cool. There's a few of those. This Toxicroak has a Gardevoir in the background. I thought that was really cool. Kind of like Furious Fist vibes. Yeah, those are fine. This Regirock's a Pokemon League promo, and that's another Reggie. So I actually forgot he did that. I think Regirock and Regigigas are the only 2 he illustrated, if I'm remembering right. This Como-O is a Shattered foil from the Theme deck. Yep, pretty good. We got the Torterra Pokemon League stamp. I do have the alternate typing one here. I kind of counted this one because it's in a separate set and it's a different type, so it's like almost a different card. Plus, it's non-holo compared to this one. So I included that for that sake. Blah, blah, blah. This is Executor, is also a promo with the smooth foil, Cosmos foil. There's the one Prism Star he illustrated, which is cool. The Diancie. He did illustrate my favorite Ultra Beast, which is freaking sick. This is Celesteela with the League stamp. I love Celesteela. Freaking so cool. I'm going to get a nice shot of the art without the foil because it's reverse. We got a Hollow Gyarados down there. He did another Fion, so he illustrated 2 Fion cards. Crazy. Very random. I like how there's the Fion and Manaphy there too. First card I am missing is the Entei. I just still have not bought it after 8 years. But I'm working on it. Don't worry. Tapu Koko, who's my favorite of the Island Guardians, and then Shedinja, who was my original favorite bug Pokemon before Vikavolt came out. It's cool that he illustrated a Shedinja. Sick. Oh, he did the Shaman too. I totally forgot. That was a pretty playable card. So was the Diancie. But he did do the Shaman. I'll show it closer because it's off the screen. Oh, actually, I'll just move over. And we're missing more cards. I forget what that is. Blah, blah, blah. Zapdos, really playable. I love the Zeraora. Again, just Kawayoo, they give him so many of my favorite Pokemon. Oh, this is going to be hard to take out. Oh, I'll just do this. Oh, no, spoilers. Oh, you can see it there. That is the Shard Foil. I love that card. It's freaking sick. Blah, blah, blah. The Moltres in the corner of the Dwebble there. Pretty cool. We got the sick Wishy-Washy. And then this Zygarde, which was a promo with the Smooth Cosmos Foil. Really like that because I love Zygarde. I like his 50% form more, but Kawayoo did such a good job on this. Yeah, look at that bad boy. Of course, ZA is relevant right now, so that's pretty thematic, I'd say, to showcase a little closer. Put this back in there. I try to keep sleeves for when I do buy them. And then, of course, the Regirock Sun and Moon Crimson Invasion pre-release stamp. And then this big boy, Pikachu Zekrom. It made me so happy that he did this because Zekrom's one of my favorite Pokemon. And the fact he got a alt art right at the start of the Sun and Moon era when they started doing alt arts, like, that is insane. And everyone knows this card. Like, this deck was a juggernaut. It was my favorite deck to play in the history of the TCG. I miss these days. Sun and Moon was just the best time to play the card game, in my opinion. It's just so gorgeous. It's also one of the only tag team. I forget which other ones there are, but there's only a few that are coming out of the frame, like out of the borders. Because most alt arts are confined within the borders. See, his wing is coming out there. His arm's coming out there. Really cool detail. Yeah, I love this card. This is one of my favorite cards of all time, easily. All right, and then we go here. Nothing too crazy except this, which is stupid expensive now. I don't even remember how much I bought it for. Maybe $30. It's the only one of two. It's the second Japanese exclusive Kawayoo card. It's the Sapporo's Pikachu, or Pikachu of Sapporo, more specifically. It was done for the opening of the Pokemon Center in Sapporo, which you can see there. So the mascots are Alolan Vulpix and Poplio. It has it's hard to tell when it's in the sleeve, and it probably will be hard to tell on camera, but it has the sparkle foil all over it, like glossy sparkle foil. Yeah, it's really hard to tell. But yeah, I love this card. It's so sick. And of course, Pikachu promos are all the rage these days, so like they're all stupid expensive, pretty much. And then more generic Pokemon. We got the Halloween Trevenant. So that's pretty cool. That came out way later. Vikavolt, which is awesome. Like I said, he is my favorite bug-type Pokemon. And then we got the sick, my favorite Dragon-type, and favorite Gen 5 Pokemon, by Kawayoo that has the thank you stamp. It was like they were like free cards they gave out at like league stores when you just play at their stores or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. I forgot what that is. Oh, Kingdra from Battle Styles. And this spread is insane, as you can see immediately. We got the Urshifu Single Strike, which was Kawayoo's first Sword and Shield alt art. Pretty gorgeous. I like the Rapid Strike form more. I think the arts are better too, in general, of those two, but this is Kawayoo, so I can't be mad about it. It does look really good. Really cool. And then blah blah blah. We got the Arceus alt art from Brilliant Stars. Really gorgeous. Like, the whole Sinnoh region down there, the beams of light, like, this was so undervalued for the longest time. I don't even know how much it is right now. It's like 50 ducks. 50 ducks. I couldn't decide between dollars and bucks. It's like 50 right now, I think. I could be wrong. I have not checked in a while because I literally don't need any more cards from Brilliant Stars, I don't think. Yeah, really gorgeous. Freaking majestic. And then, of course, we have the Trainer Gallery. Umbreon VMAX. Which this is technically my second one, but I have one English, one Japanese. I love this card. Karen's great. I'm glad she finally got some love in the Sword and Shield era. Took long enough. And I remember when this card first came out, people were like, these proportions are so weird. That Umbreon's not even that much bigger than Karen. And I'm like, okay, first of all, okay, that's part of the art. First of all, when Pokemon Dynamax, they still Dynamax relative to their Pokedex size. So, like, an Umbreon Dynamaxing, Umbreon's like, what? 2 feet something? 2 feet 7, 8 maybe? Maybe 3 feet? I don't know. But, like, Umbreon Dynamaxing is not the same as, like, a Dragonite Dynamaxing or, like, I don't know, what's a bigger Pokemon? A Snorlax Dynamaxing. Gigantamaxing. So, it's like, the proportions make sense here. Like, she's still sitting on a roof. Like, that's a pretty, common... proportions are fine. I don't know. Kawayoo doesn't do many human art in the trading card game. He's never done a full art trainer. So, like, this is the closest you're going to get for Kawayoo in terms of humans in the trading card game. I think it looks really good. It's gorgeous. I thought that was undervalued for the longest time, too. For a while, I thought it looked better than the Sword and Shield alt art. Or the, you know what I mean? The Evolving Skies alt art. But anyway, we got more regular Vs. There's the Volcarona out there, which actually looks sick. Machamp, which I hate Machamp, but whatever. Then we got Dragonite from Pokemon Go, which there was a promo version that I think looks better than that one. But, I don't have that one yet. Still looks great. I love when they do regular EXs, or, regular Ultra Rares. Not 3D models. They look so good. We got the only Lost Zone, Lost Origin card that Kawayoo did. And then we have, of course, the biggest card on this page, which is one of my favorites, naturally, because Lugia is one of my favorite Pokemon. And I also have it in this Hitoshi Ariga sleeve, which is sick. But it's Lugia V alt art, which, again, when this came out, a lot of people were not a fan of it. And they were wrong. Like, this art is insane. Like, I'm taking this out of the sleeve because it's just so beautiful, and I also have to get a speck of dust off of it. It'll come off. There we go. Yeah, like, this card is this is crazy. This is one of my top 5 favorite alt arts from the Sword and Shield era. Like, it is insanity. Like, when this card was revealed, oh, there's a giant print line right there. Don't look at that. When this card was revealed, I was just stunned. Like, I was just in awe. Like, it looks so good. Like, just look at that. Like, are you kidding me? I also got it way before it spiked. I got it for... I waited a long time to get it because it was like 200, 300 something when it first came out, and then it went down so much. I waited for the lowest possible moment to get it. I think I used like a gift card or something to get it, but I think I got it for like 140 maybe or something. But yeah, that's way better than what it is right now, obviously. Yeah, I freaking love that card. Then we got the Hatterene and the Hydreigon C from the Celebrations, which is so sick that they did this because Hydreigon's, my favorite Dragon type, like I've said millions of times before, and it's by Kawayoo, and it's sick. And I like how it has Iris as the trainer. That's really cool. A really cool touch. Then we got 2 of the Pikachu V Union because Kawayoo illustrated one of them. They're all done by different illustrators, if you didn't know that. And his ear goes into this card, so I count it. I count both of them as Kawayoo cards. So that's sick. Then we got blah, blah, blah. We got a Kirlia to go with the Guylite, which is awesome. So he just needs to illustrate or alts, and we'll have all 3. It'll be sick. We got the Lycanroc over here, which I love that art. That's the first, EX done by him in the Scarlet Violet era. There's 3 more. The Ninetales, Cofagrigus, which is awesome because he also did Cofagrigus before. And it looks sick because he's like upside down, very atypical. The Ninetales is gorgeous too. Great Tusk, Paradox Pokemon, which is really good. Did 3 Paradox in a row. This is the Screamtail from the tin. The Iron Valiant and Iron Thorns tin, I think, is on the front. Should have been Roaring Moon. I don't know why they didn't do that. But it does have a swirl right there. You can kind of see it there. Yeah. That looks really good. Walking Wake, who's sick. Yveltal from the Battle Academy, the newest one. Really cool, because I previously had a hollow version of it, and you could see the art more clearly, obviously. I like that he did a Cyclizar here and a Koraidon. Be really cool if he does a Miraidon at some point, but who knows. And we got the Black Huron, which is sick, and a Titan, both water types for some reason. And then I need to get the Master Ball of this. Not very expensive, but that's the highest rarity of it, so I want it. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. Zacian's cool. I like Zacian. It's my favorite of the 2. Yeah, really cool. Definitely been meaning to make this video for a while. This is gonna be either I'm gonna catch up. Yeah, I'm gonna catch up on it this year, finally. I've been slacking since Lost Thunder, so you know, I open sets, I pull what I need, I get random promos, but many of the random set cards I just didn't pull, I just need still. So thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. This is sick. And I'll see you guys in the next one.